Right, in terms of the progression of the film, one thing I thought was quite interesting because we made the film in chronological order. Like you two were a bit inexperienced acting wise, and you grew. And luckily, that coincided towards the end of the film, where there's a scene between you two where you face off, and I thought your acting was amazing, both of you. You really turned into fully fledged actors. Take us through the process of how you prepared for that and what it took you to both deliver that performance.
I found it very hard. I think because we're so close off set, I found it really difficult.
Didn't like being put into a situation where we were to not like each other.
Yeah.
And the awkwardness during that scene, like the tension. I found that hard to build because we're so bubbly and it's never awkward between us.
Yeah, it's never sad, it's never anything. It was very difficult.
Serious scene, and we're not serious people when we're together, and that was really tough, I think.
Yeah.
But it brought the emotions out. Like once we were put in that situation, I think it was worse because we'd never normally like that. It was more upsetting that we were put into a situation like that.
I kind of thought about how it would be if it actually was to happen to me and Jade, and it would just be horrible.
Yeah.
So you think it gets to you more, I think, when you're not used to being like that.
Yeah.
Did it feel real then?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it felt very real. It was, yeah.
So you're saying that if you had to act that scene with someone you didn't know, it would have been a different experience?
I think it would have been completely different. Yeah, I think it would
definitely
have been because
you wouldn't have had an attachment.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Them at all.
So I don't think it would have been as realistic.
It'd have been easier because you could just think, okay, I'm just in this situation now.
Yeah,
because we know each other so well. When it was one of the last scenes, like towards the end of the film, we've gone through the whole filming stage together. To be put into that situation was really hard.
Yeah,
it was a really emotional scene.
Did it cause you any emotional?
Oh god, yeah, it did actually. We were shooting the scene when we finished, and I had to go outside I just got all like emotional. I don't really know why. I think
Did you get stuck into the?
Yeah, I think because you get so wrapped up in your role that, you know, and especially after, because we had to take it a few times and we had to, you know, we were nasty to each other a few times in the scene. So it was just
you get into a mental state, don't you? And as soon as they say cut, you're still in that state. You can't just switch it off and think, oh no, we're fine again. You sort of
Would you say that scene was your proudest moment as actresses?
Yeah. I'm very critical anyway, so
yeah,
I think a lot.
Same.
But
I think it'll be different when we fully watch it back in amongst the rest of the film.
Yeah, I think it will
have a bit of a different impact.
Yeah.
But watching it back on the cameras, like you think, oh no,
that's right. But yeah, no, it was a good achievement, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I've got two more questions for you, right? The first one's for Candy though.
Okay.
Now, you're tied in very closely with the character played by Tom. It's called Sam. Mm-hmm. He can't get here today, so we're going to interview him separately. But we really want to know more about your relationship with him in the film.
In the film, he was a hard character because, like I said, with like Rich, we were always together in the film throughout the whole film, and then suddenly Sam was brought in, and I saw him as sort of the tougher guy, you know, the one that would protect you more. So I think then Candy started to go a bit more towards him to like protect her and everything like that. Obviously he turned out to not be a very nice guy in the end, like Candy thought he was going to be a protector and he didn't. I think she then realised, no, okay, Rick's the one to be with.
But does Candy like the bad boy?
I think she does. Yeah, I think she does. Well, she did. I think she then realised that actually, no, she's better off with somebody who truly actually cared about her, like Rick did, rather than a bad boy.
Okay. Did that provide any challenges working with someone that was so horrible?
Yeah, I found it very hard. Because it's hard to not take it personally, even though you're acting. You think, are you acting or do you really not like, some parts were very challenging and you find it hard to detach yourself completely from that person and just take it to acting. Because you think after you've said cut, you think, did you mean it? Like
you seemed to mean it.
Yeah.
You didn't see much of that, did you?
No, I saw the to do with the abandoned building. I saw those two together, but yeah, it's very realistic.
Yeah.
Scarily realistic, actually.
Apart from Candy, what character did you relate most to?
I think Ed. I think just because I think she. I mean, Dermot. I think she saw Dermot as a safety because, you know, she'd lost her best friend, and Rick was always interested in Candy, and she never particularly bonded with Sam at all because they were just at each other's throats all the time. So I think she saw Ed as more of someone she could look up to.
Like, there's only 2 people that we don't show get killed. Guess who they are? Dermot and Sam. No.
There's
Oh, there we go, good then. Oh, God. For a moment, oh, we look like right idiots.
Let's just walk away now.
Well, one more question, unless Susie's got any more, which is film took 2 years to make, so you were both teenagers. Are you still teenagers? Or?
Yeah,
we were like babies,
really.
really.
I mean, I'll be 20 next year.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was only 16 when I
I
started.
was 17, yeah, I auditioned when I was 17, so it's been a long process.
Yeah.
Did that 2 years provide you with any experiences you're going to take with you?
Oh, yeah.
Have you got any
I mean,
stories to tell about how it, you know?
I think it just makes you more independent and confident.
Definitely.
Working with people that you never knew and then having to just fit in with that and be so comfortable with everybody.
Especially when it's to do with acting, like everybody's so different. You've just got to...
And you have to put yourself out there. Like some of the scenes that some of us had to do, you know, weren't easy, and you've got to do that in front of a lot of people that you've not really known for a really long time, and you just have to go out there and do it, and I think it just makes you more confident as a person.
Definitely builds... as well, I think you've learned so much more. Like, I've learned, like, even if it's just how to learn your lines quickly, like, more quick, or, you know, just... It's just, you learn... The whole experience is learning.
You learn a lot more being on an actual film set than you would sitting somewhere and being told about what it's like. You're there firsthand, and you don't have a choice but to just go along with it and pick up things up, because, you know, we both learned so much throughout the film. I think you can see that in our acting as well, from the very first scene to like the last scene. You can see how much we've grown.
We've just progressed, loads. Even just like by skills, it's just incredible, isn't it? How much you learn. Love it.
Well done.